I mean, in the early 70s, it wasn't cool for a woman to have anything to do with science or technology. I mean, that was not cool.
There were few women in executive positions, let alone technical positions within IBM 30 years ago.
For a woman who's going to have a family, who's going to try to balance her life of being a mother at home, with kids, and play both roles and do them both well with balance, we're talking real tough.
One of Pat's major technical contributions was in the area of relational database and optimizing technology around relational database technology.
Nobody had ever done it before, and it had a hell of a big impact.
Every time you do a banking transaction or you buy a McDonald's hamburger, you are interacting with an IBM relational database.
Really new technology. When she invented it, has stood the test of time for almost 3 decades now. So it's pretty impressive stuff.
She wrote a paper about it, described it. She was in this research project that was going on. That paper is the most referenced paper in computer science.
Pat's technical contributions around relational database were instrumental in building a multi-billion dollar industry around relational database technology. And that in turn spawned the whole software industry as we know it today. She then pioneered and established the Database Technology Institute, which is a collaborative effort between product development and research with the whole objective of bringing technology to the market much more quickly.
And so this really got the technical and the development communities back into sync in IBM, and that was a huge achievement.
And I'd say that was her most significant accomplishment.
That's not technology, that's how to get things done, that's management stuff.
Pat gravitated towards the customer. She loves the customer, the problem, you know, somebody using stuff you create and it solves a problem for them, and she loves that interaction with the customer and the drive of it into the marketplace.
She tries to figure out what the right thing is, and then she pushes forward to make that happen. And that's her point, is she just pushes everything out of the way to get that to happen. The rules, strategies, or policies, never mind that stuff. What's right is what motivates her.
She also demonstrates tremendous ability to foster teamwork and collaboration amongst diverse groups of people. And when you combine her technical expertise with her strong collaborative bent, the result is innovation.
Wow, thank you. This is just really an awesome time. I thank you so much to Whitty for giving me this honor. I share what I've done in my career has all been possible because of the people that have been around me, the people that I've worked with, the people who have helped and supported and loved and cared about me all the way through. And I'd like to say thank you to all of the people who have made that contribution. First of all, my parents, Fred and Olive Priest, please stand up. my wonderful son, Tom, and my other wonderful son, David, who's taking finals. My beloved babysitter, Edie and Kim, who have taken care of my kids whenever I couldn't take care of them, and who made it possible for me to do the work that I do. My best friend, Robert. My dearest friends, Ginny and Dean. And my right hand and my left hand, Christina. And Jeanette, I'd like you to stand as well. IBM, Jeanette is the worldwide director of data management development. IBM has given me just a tremendous opportunity to spread my wings and enough rope to do whatever I was going to do with it. I started in a research lab where I would look around every now and then and discover that I was the only woman in a group of 100 men sitting in the auditorium trying to listen to technology, predict the direction of where it was going. And I now work at a software laboratory where I have to wait in line for the ladies' room. And I love that. I love that. It's a great joy as I come to quite a long way in my career to be able to go back and to look at the level of excitement and enthusiasm that someone who's just new, who's just starting out, experiences. And if you don't mentor people today, I hope that you will do that. And for those of you who are new and just starting in your careers, every woman in this room, I promise you, will be willing to talk to you and have lunch with you and talk with you about the decisions that they made and why they made them. And everyone, approach everyone that you can see, because we will have time to spend with you, to talk with you. I really do. I experienced that myself. I've had that kind of mentoring all through my career, and I try and provide that to the people that I touch, and I'm very willing, and I know the rest of my colleagues here are, to give that back to the broader community. I want to leave you with 3 thoughts. One is, you are beautiful and you are worthy of all the good things that happen to you. We so often tend to think, well, that was just luck, or they don't really know how inadequate I am. And it's, you are worthy of the good things that happen to you. Secondly, you are strong. The strength that you have working together, holding each other's hands, can overcome any of the difficulties that come on you in your life. And there will be some, I promise you. There's been bumps, big bumps in my life, and I've gotten through that with the help and the love of friends and colleagues who for periods of time when I couldn't travel or I had to be on bed rest while I was pregnant, who just took over and did the things that needed to get done. And finally, I hope that you will do what you love. Follow your heart, listen to your heart, have faith in yourself, because only when you're doing exactly what you love to do will you bring the passion, the enthusiasm, the energy that you need to feel successful and to get up every morning and look forward to going to work. It's so important to do what you love and follow your heart, even though other people are telling you or recommending things to you that sound very logical. Listen to your heart. I had a lot of opportunities to go into management. I did some experimenting early on in my career. I went from a first-line manager to a fourth-line manager in the first 5 years that I was working for IBM. It was kind of a bath of fire, I found out that management, I loved it, it was great, I learned how to do it on the job, so to speak, but what I really loved was technology, so I made a decision to move sideways rather than keep on going up that management chain. And I moved sideways. I started that Database Technology Institute that you heard about on the video, and that became my passion. I shaped it the way I wanted it to happen. I loved doing that job, and out of that came the next job and the next job. And as you're asked to think about management versus technology as technical women, you will be asked over and over again to choose a management path because you're good at relating and connecting with people. And so follow your heart as you make that decision. You may end up like me, where I chose the technology path, but here I am, still an IBM fellow, the highest technical recognition, and at the same time, I somehow ended up a vice president anyway. So it will find you if it's right for you. But don't rush it. You don't have to make that choice early on. You can keep your options open, and if it's right for you to do both of these things, then it will hunt you down and sign you up as time goes on. And once again, Thank you so much for this honor. I really am delighted that Whitty has chosen to honor me with this. This is my very first Whitty conference, but I promise you it won't be my last.